This week and over the next few Sundays, we're going to do things slightly differently. I'm going to do a short lesson on today's scriptures. And then after that, I'm going to do the regular lesson, using lessons that the Holy Father is doing each Wednesday on the Beatitudes. He is doing a series of 9 introduction and then one for each of the 8 Beatitudes on a catechesis dedicated to the Beatitudes, and they are just beautiful. For today's lesson on the scriptures, I ask you to read and reread this Isaiah scripture. This is the prophetic message foretelling of the mission of the Christ and what would be the entirety of the Christian good news. Do for those who have less. Shelter and assist those harmed by society, and the Lord will reward you. Show compassion and love for others, and your reward will be so great that you would not be able to count it in a lifetime. The Lord answering your cry for assistance. This particular scripture is echoed in Matthew 25:31-46. In our second reading, St. Paul speaks of how he presented himself to those in Corinth in this way, not as an authority, but as someone weak and trembling, not using words to persuade, but the power of the Spirit, so that their faith moved out of their heads, away from human wisdom, and into their hearts, into their lives, rested on the power of God. And in this gospel, it talks of being an example to follow, using 3 different parables as a means to exemplify that lesson of leading by example, using salt, the city on a mountain, made trite by a former president of the United States, and a light on a lampstand. You are meant as Christians to be the good that comes through in every situation. You make the food taste better. You light the way to distant truths. You show the way in daily life by your example, a living through the grace of God. Be a light every day. And I'll record the Beatitude lesson separately for you to be able to listen to that in a different time.